Ever faced an excavator so powerful, it feels like it has a soul of its own? One wrong joystick flick, boom! The ground shakes, the crew jumps, and chaos knocks at the gate. Welcome to the adrenaline-pumping world of heavy-duty excavators, where steel roars and seasoned operators dance with danger like it's just another Tuesday. This isn't just a job, it's war in slow motion, with hydraulic arms swinging like battle axes. So grab your coffee, lean back, and buckle up. What you're about to witness isn't for the faint-hearted. And hey, drop a comment. Where are you watching from? Let's see where all the dirt warriors are tuning in from. Welcome to death-defying escape, when luck works overtime. The operator was dancing with the Grim Reaper. No caution, no control, just pure dumb luck holding the line. When the digger gets stuck on the silage pit, the operator climbs down like a ninja. One wrong move and boom, straight to the underworld. Don't try this at home unless you really want to know what it feels like to have your heart drop to your feet. Welcome to the world of Liebherr R9350, scooping 120 tons like grabbing a bag of chips. This isn't an excavator, it's a mechanical beast. Just 3 bucket swings, boom, and a dump truck is maxed out at 120 tons like it's nothing. With a Cummins QSK 45 engine pumping out 1,120 kilowatts, this monster doesn't dig dirt, it devours job sites. Think power and precision don't mix? Think again. This 302-ton Titan moves like a ballerina, trapped inside the body of the Hulk. Honestly, watching this machine work is better than an action movie, because this is real-life action. Welcome to Fast and Fearless, Stream Descent, JCB4CX Edition. This isn't just machine work, it's precision on parade. One operator, one slope, one flowing stream, and zero room for error. Only the elite dare to steer this 4-wheeled warrior into the water like a walk in the park. Every move is a mechanical symphony. Every tire roll is the heartbeat of a true pro. You might be a doctor, an astronaut, or a baker, but if you put your heart into your craft, you're a PRO. And this JCB, it's living proof. Here's to the best in the business. Wall climbing excavator, redefining gravity. This is 100% real skill. No Hollywood tricks here. Every move is smooth like a dance, precise down to the last millimeter. When metal meets mastery, gravity takes a back seat. Welcome to Komatsu PC 450HRD, the dream eraser of Montauban. The building looked brand new, paint barely dry, and yet, boom, leveled like it owed someone money. What went wrong? Bad location? Bad timing? Or just the usual? We need another shopping mall. Komatsu doesn't ask questions, it makes statements. That steel arm swings like the Grim Reaper of architecture, dropping concrete like autumn leaves. One mechanical slap, and boom, history becomes dust. The city changes its skin, old dreams fade away. But don't cry, my friend, because every smash here marks the birth of something new. Or, who knows, maybe just a pizza joint. Welcome to Hitachi Mud Pit Escape. Not for the faint of heart. Just when you think it's game over, this excavator says, "Hold my beer." Tires sunk to the neck, cabin drowning in mud. It looked like a mechanical burial. But no, with the heart of a steel warrior, it rises like a phoenix, straight out of the sludge. This isn't just skill, it's sheer willpower. A move so bold the entire site held its breath. One epic escape that'll make you shout, "This bad boy ain't messing around." Welcome to the Scopa, the rapid screening bucket. Sift it, reuse it. No plant, no waiting. Just hook it up, fire it up, and boom. Sand, soil, dry gravel, neatly sorted like sushi on a platter. It saves time, cuts costs, and feels as satisfying as scratching the perfect itch. Scopa, turning chaos into treasure in the blink of an eye. Excavator acrobatics, sidewalk edition. Boom, a perfect side slam landing. This beast didn't even make it off the trailer before flipping like a gymnast, knocking down a telephone pole and shutting down the whole street. Looked like a movie stunt. But nope, just another day on the job site. Enter the heroes, Hulk the 50-ton rotator, and Big Flipper, the 75-ton beast. No lift points, no problem. One line on the boom, one on the track, and up she goes, smoother than standing up a kid's bicycle. No cab damage, no busted hoses, just a whole crew breathing a massive sigh of relief. Quick re-rig, Landau slides in, and boom, she's back in the air and even fired right up like nothing happened. No blood, no mess, just pure greasy adrenaline and a textbook rescue.
Hook up to the arm and I'm good to go. All right, cool. What if you start booming down, Alex? Because we don't need the deck winches no more. I want to get it out of here so it doesn't bring it up. Let me get back on my side. While I have it suspended in the front, Alex, maybe they could try to fire it up right here. Oh, that's right.
Bridge demolition night, when steel, concrete, and machinery gasp together. April 10th, 2010. Milheim an der Ruhr didn't sleep. A whole army of excavators rolled in like mechanical predators, circling the aging overpass. Roaring, tearing, concrete exploded like fireworks in the night sky. And then, the final boss arrived. A 500-ton crane, arms like Thor himself, gently lifting an entire bridge segment off the tram line like it was just a Lego piece. This beast doesn't need dry roads. It carves its own path with sheer power and brute force. Watching the Cat 966H wrestle with the mud feels like an MMA showdown between man-made muscle and Mother Nature. Every tire twist, every scoop roars like a rock anthem in the middle of the swamp. Pure adrenaline, If you're as pumped as we are, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment, and join the ride. Caterpillar 988B, the beast that fears no boulder. This isn't just moving rocks. This is domination. With every roar of that engine, boulders scatter like candy under a freight train. It's not just a dozer, it's mechanical glory in motion. Precision meets brute power, and while the ground shakes, you're left saying, damn, it makes this look easy. Caterpillar 988B, where engineering becomes legendary. Cat 966H, a muddy tango with destiny. Just when the mud seemed ready to swallow everything whole, the Cat 966H charges in like a steel warrior, tires spinning like a tango dancer, every throttle roar screaming, I ain't afraid of dirt! Mud flies, wheels dive deep, but nothing stops this beast from storming forward like a mechanical tornado, a heart-pounding, jaw-dropping performance of pure heavy metal elegance. Cat 966H, not just surviving the mud, rewriting the rulebook.
Так, кран завели. Сейчас собирают опоры. Собираем и приземляем.
Kanto Kunku, the Stump Slayer King. Light, lean, and downright badass. No fancy extras, no separate hydraulics for the middle jaw, just pure, stripped-down efficiency. When UPM calls, Kanto Kunku answers, ripping stumps, fueling energy, and handling it all like grabbing a slice of toast. One sharp yank, smooth motion, and while it may not swing as wide as the high-end models, don't be fooled. This beast is a minimalist lone wolf. Lighter, cheaper, yet still stealing the show. Fewer parts, fewer problems, but still yanks stumps like Thor grabbing his enemy by the hair. When the city streets are as tight as a bottleneck and the trailer's as long as a Monday meeting, the Cat 320D steps up, sleek, swift, and precise down to the last centimeter. A dance of steel and timing, like a salsa pro gliding through a jam-packed lot. Then comes the showdown, the balanza scale, where all eyes lock on the weight readout. Tension in the air, but the driver, cool as a breeze. Yeah, it's a tad overweight, but this beast, worth every damn pound. The Underground King, Interdrain GP Series 5. Plow enters the battlefield. No drama, no roar, just one smooth glide, slicing through wheat stubble like a hot knife through butter. Packing 500 horsepower from its MTU engine, guided by Raven SBG GPS. This beast keeps the trench path laser straight, depth and grade, nailed to the millimeter. No digging, no flipping, just one clean pass, and the pipe slips underground like magic. Van Dam drainage isn't just farming, it's sci-fi level precision, turning soggy fields into spotless subterranean networks. A stealthy performance. But make no mistake, this machine means business. Menzie Muck, the hill climbing king with no fear of slips. If you think grassy hills are only for mountain bikes, think again. Meet Menzie Muck, the ultimate machine that climbs like a ninja. From the driver's seat, this isn't just a demo, it's mechanical poetry in motion. But hey, would it really conquer those slick grassy slopes without those trusty rubber traction mats? Watching its agile moves, you just can't help but fall in love. This beast is strong, stable, and honestly, I swear it could tackle Everest if it had to. If I had one of these babies, my hills wouldn't stand a chance. ocean fortress for $250 million. When nature rages, we rock back. When the Pacific Ocean throws tantrums, the Columbia River doesn't flinch, thanks to a $250 million beast of a rock wall holding the line like a Viking warrior with a granite shield. Decades of brutal waves finally took their toll, so it was time for a full-blown rebuild. Enter J.E. McCamus, jetty-building legends who hauled in over 400,000 tons of specially selected jetty rock from quarries hundreds of miles away. No big deal, just moving mountains. And how do you rearrange a stone wall the size of a football stadium in the middle of the ocean? With a custom-built 6020B excavator. Not just a machine, but a precision rock-placing beast. This bad boy doesn't just dig, it orchestrates geological symphonies. This isn't construction, it's ocean defense, human grit, and heavy metal ballet all rolled into one. Farewell job site, as the steel stars roll out like a rock and roll tour hitting the road. The bulldozer climbs onto the Kamaz like a giant bear scaling a tree, while the dragline glides onto the trailer as smooth as a wildcat on a rooftop. Every throttle, every inch perfectly in sync. The driver, spot on. The dozer operator, clean and crisp. The excavator master, dancing with steel. The attendants, didn't miss a beat. This is mechanical symphony at its finest. Jazz smooth on red dirt, rock hard in the roar of diesel. A tactical retreat so cool, so coordinated, it makes you fall in love with these unsung heroes behind the controls. Brock 330 Diesel, the silent demolition ninja. In the heart of Scandic Hotel 2013, amidst the dust and debris, emerges the Brock 330 Diesel, a remote-controlled marvel that's redefining demolition. With Roger at the helm, this machine maneuvers through tight spaces with the grace of a ballet dancer and the power of a wrecking ball. Its diesel engine hums a tune of efficiency, keeping operators safely distanced from the chaos. Witness as it tackles floor changes and special tasks, turning demolition into an art form. Truly, the Brock 330 Diesel is not just a machine, it's the future of safe and precise demolition. JCBJS 220REMU Big Float. The marshland beast has surfaced. When the terrain gets swampy and the water's too shallow for boats but too wet for wheels, enter the JCBJS 220REMU Big Float. With a massive 20-meter boom, this amphibious giant glides over wetlands like a ballet dancer in steel boots. This isn't your average digger. It's built for the muck, the marsh, and the mayhem. While others sink, this beast floats, scooping, swinging, and slicing through soft terrain with precision. It's the factory test version, but trust me, fully equipped, this bad boy means business. For jobs where failure isn't an option and the ground wants to swallow your machines whole, call in the float, because when the land gets soggy, the big float gets going. Kirovitz K701, the snowstorm gladiator. When the landscape is buried under a thick blanket of snow and all seems immobilized, the Kirovitz K701 roars to life, ready to challenge the icy grip of winter. Its massive wheels churn through the snowdrifts, the engine's growl echoing like thunder in the frosty air. With each surge forward, the K701 showcases its legendary power, effortlessly overcoming frozen obstacles that would halt lesser machines. It's a mesmerizing display of engineering prowess, leaving viewers in awe of this mechanical titan's capabilities. For those eager to witness the K701 in action, here's a glimpse of its might.
Берегите столбы.